corporate lobby group is seeking to defeat the Democratic agenda. The U.S. Chamber of Commerce, the largest lobbying group representing corporate interests in the world, has worked furiously to defeat Democratic policies, from playing a key role in battling the Affordable Care Act to spreading climate change denial to more recent efforts to block H.R. 1, Speaker Nancy Pelosi's signature campaign reform and voting rights bill, even though I call that questionable. Now a group of centrist Democrats led by Representative Josh Gottheimer, a Democrat from New Jersey, is scheduled to join with the chamber in a bid to raise money. A fundraiser obtained by The Intercept shows that Gottheimer and Representative Tom Reed, Republican of New York, are scheduled to appear at the chamber's packed town halls on Capitol Hill on October 29th. The event basically honors Problem Solvers Caucus, an offshoot of the centrist project No Labels Contributions, which will benefit the affiliate centrist Democratic fundraising committee known as Across the Aisles PAC. Molly Allen, a fundraiser who helped put together the event, noted in an email, "As usual with these events, we expect a strong member attendance and a lively discussion." Democrats have long courted the voice of business, only to see the chamber work tirelessly to boost GOP campaigns. The Intercept has also previously documented the role of GOP billionaires in financing an array of PACs that played a pivotal role in electing centrist Democrats during the 2018 midterm election cycle. Gottheimer has also earned the ire of Democrats by working to undermine party unity on votes to constrain the Saudi Arabia-led war in Yemen and to mandate better conditions for those detained at the border. Gottheimer did not immediately respond to any requests for comment. Early in the Obama administration, then Senator Ever Baugh, a leading voice for centrist Democrats, joined the chamber-backed effort to block labor union reform known as Employee Free Choice Act, as well as the Waxman-Markey legislation to cap carbon emissions from industrial polluters. So what does this mean in the long run? They're probably going to weigh in on the centrist candidate for the 2020 election cycle, and they're going to probably support the incumbents, because never forget, we said this on the show and numerous other independent media channels have said this before. The DCCC sent out a memo to everyone basically saying, support the incumbents. We're not going to support the challengers. The DCCC made that their policy statement. And let's take a look at least one heavy hitter that they're going to support. Dan Lipinski of the Illinois 3rd Congressional District, who mostly votes Republican. I mean, really? You're going to support that incumbent? Brilliant job, Democratic Party. No wonder you guys are winning. So, again, we got to also look at this, too, because at the very end, in 2011, the chamber was caught negotiating with a group of defense contractors on a scheme to spy on labor activists, journalists, and Democratic leading groups such as MoveOn.org. And I wonder who else they're spying in on, who they're trying to infiltrate and trying to basically subvert. I don't know, Eric, let me get your comments on this.
I mean, obviously anyone who's to the left of them, which is, you know, a lot of organizations and people. This is why, you know, getting money out of politics is really important, which we've all spoken about here in the show. So, yeah, I don't know. Paul or Dan, do you have any input on that?
Oh, okay. But here's something to really, like, just to get you guys angry. This shows that the Democrats didn't learn anything from 2016. And we've done numerous stories about how the Democrats haven't learned a goddamn thing from 2016. You cannot just have a centrist candidate
because I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Well, that's because these people, the establishment Democrats, would rather lose with a centrist and rather win with a progressive, because all they care about is money.
Yeah.
And keeping their place, keeping their seat and maintaining the status quo, because that's what they benefit from. So that's what we're seeing here again is, you know, more maintaining the status quo. We don't want change. We want, you know, because as long as we have Trump, we'll fundraise a lot more money. So we don't really care. We don't need to have policies or really do any changes internally. We just want money, and that's all they care about. This is what they're driven by, is by profit and money.
Profit and money. And you want to know who gets stuck in the end paying for it all? All of us. And this is why 2020 is going to be such a pivotal moment, especially during the primary. Look, the Democratic Party does not want Senator Bernie Sanders to get the nomination. They don't want him to be the nominee, and they're doing everything they can.
They're fine with Trump.
Yeah, no, they're perfectly fine with Trump
Because they agree with him on most of his policies.
but also
pretty
his
much all
tax
of them.
cuts too.
That too.
Yeah, and so
They agree with all that.
and so let's actually think about this for a second. If the Democrats are willing to do this, they're actually willing to basically derail progressives because that's what this group's going to do. They're going to go after progressives and independents. We have to get involved and, more importantly, understand the rules and regulations in your state when it comes down to the primary, because now more than ever, you have to know more about how a primary is run in your state and, more importantly, how to protect your candidate and, yes, the person you want to vote for to get the presidential nomination.
Yeah, and also in that article it says that they fund both parties. So you're seeing these both parties are funded by the same capitalist class. So that's who they serve. They don't serve you and me, working class people. They serve our collective enemies, which are the capitalist class. So I don't know. It sounds like we need a bypass of these two parties and actually have a working class party that would, actually fights for people like us.
Great. You're supporting third parties. Are you a Russian asset?
Oh, I probably am. I have to call Putin and ask.
Okay, well, we got to ask Putin for permission then.
To ask Putin for permission.
All right, but now...
Putin permission. Hashtag that.
Oh, hey, that's
Putin permission.
Putin permission. Hashtag Putin permission. I think we got a hashtag. All right. So, Daniel on the background said he's putting the forms in right now.